Okay, so let's start by pay homage to the Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. So today we will study continuing Sutta number 272. Okay, 272 Dhatu Namana Mupasaka Yoga de Swabija. So in this Sutta here, so Dhatu Namana is one part. Upasaka Yoga de Swabija. Upasaka Yoga de Su is one part. Abhi is one part. Jagana one part in this way. And the Dhaduna also. So Dhatu Namana also Dhatu Nambayogi Namana Nambayogi. So in this way here. So Dhatu Nambayogi one part we finish. And then after that, so Nama Nambayogi, Nama Bayogi, second part also we finish. And then Upasaka Yogi also we finish. So after that, Adi Gahanina, this part also we finish. So Upasaka Yoga Desu, Adi Gahana. And then now, so the part we will learn the Abhigahanina. So Abhigahana to, understand the Kijana rules, grammatical rules. So those grammarian, they create their rules. So as much as short as it can be. So that is why instead of using long, so creating long sentence, so not describing. So for example here, Upasaka, Yoga, Adi mean etc. And also some indicator were like a B or Ja. And also a B mean also mean no. Ja also, not only in this case, but also in other case, such as sense also, can be understood. So here, today what we will learn is, abhigahana. Abhigahana by taking the word abhi. So actually nibbada bayogi be in connection with the nibbada also. So Upasaka, actually Adi should be with the Adi. So Upasaka and Nibbada, they go together always. That is when we say Upasaka and the Nibbada also easy to be understood. So Upasaka Adi means Upasaka and Nibbada. But in the Kijayana, so instead of saying Adi Gahana, yeah, like Abhay Gahana. But so in the Badaruba Saiti, for that one, so instead of saying in here, Adi Gahanina, one part. Oh, sorry. So here, Adi Gahana, one part, and the Abhi Gahana, Nibbada Yogi be in this way also can be found there. Okay, so that is just slightly different from the Gijana and Badaruba Saiti. Okay, so in this sutta, there will be, 5 parts. So one is, Dhatu Bayogi, that is one part can be understood. And second part is Nama Bayogi. Okay, and the third part is Upasaka Yogi. And then fourth is here, Adi Gahanina. That one is Adi. Adi Gahanina. And then, now today we will learn the fifth part. So fit part. Ha. Okay. So now a big hanina by taking, when we learn the RD hanina also by taking the word RD or by taking RD and so on, generally can be understood. Here also, you see a big hanina by taking the word a B. So Nibbada Yogi B. Okay, the meaning of that one. So Nibbada Yogi be in connection with the Nibbada. So Benjamin Wibedi Hodi. So there will be application of Benjamin Wibedi or fit case ending. But not only Benjamin optionally. So do the second case and that the also that case. So that is one here, this sutta. So can be understood briefly. So Nibbada Yogi, Nibbada Yogi. So in connection with Nibbada. So there is the application of the fit case, Majjhima and second case, Dutiya Vibhatti, or third case, Tatiya Vibhatti. In this way can be understood. So, but the same meaning, actually the same meaning. So, now let's sort those Nibbada based on the example can be understood. So, the past example here. So, read Rahita Madhuja Ponyan Katawa Dananditi. Okay, that is the first example. Here's second example. And also Debeku Nana Kula, third example. And so we now Sadama Natenyo Goji. So there's an fourth eight. And we na Sadame Nawa. We na Buddha Sama, we na Buddha, we na Bodhi Nawa. That one is connected with the we na. Okay, so now let's sort those Nibbadas are Rahita, and then Riti, and also Nana. And then in the next example is Vina. So four Nibbada. These are Nibbada. So actually, here, so Rahita. Okay, let's see in the dictionary. Okay, so this Rahita and Riti have the same meaning. Actually, so apart from or Dudiya mean except, or maybe that dia mean without. In this way can be understood the meaning of those Nibbada. So, and also read they also have the same meaning. So this one is the first. Hita. The second. But Nana. So Nana is the Nana can be so separated from. We now also actually can be, just without all these senses. Okay. Apart from, except, or without, they are synonymous actually. So that is here, Rahita Maduja Bonyangadwa Dhanandidi. And except, so here, Maduja, Madujan, Madujinawa. So now Rahita Maduja, apart from Maduja, Bonyangadwa Dhanandidi. So having perform merits and offers a gift or something like that. So, but here you see, Rahita and the Maduja, that is fit, Benjamin Wibeti. And Madujan, that is second to the Wibeti. And then Madujena, this one is that case. But the same meaning. So without Maduja, but here, okay, to understand the meaning of the Maduja. So Maduya, so Jado, Madujo, one born from a mother. So that means here a son, actually. So, but literal meaning of the one who is actually daughter also born from mother, but see, because of gender, Maduja, masculine gender, that is one son. So now the meaning of this phrase can be understood. Okay. In the translation is so without her mother. No, not that one. Okay. So she gives a gift or that is, in the application. So OpenAI translation, but we need to correct that one. So anyone without or apart from, or so without a son having performed married, so he or she gives a gift. Here also without a son. In this it can be understood. Okay. And then now read the Sadama Kudo Sukha Labati. So read the Sadama. Read the Sadama. Read the Sadama now. Also without truth. Sadama means true teaching. True teaching. So one can gain from where uh, can one gain happiness in this way? I mean, that is question actually. So from where can one gain? So without true Dhamma, whence can one obtain happiness? Or without true Dhamma or without true Dhamma, the same meaning. Okay, so read day, set Dhamma, but read day is with the instrumental case, ablative case, Banjami Vibhati, and set Dhamma is Dutiya Vibhati, Satamina is Tatiya Vibhati in this way. Can be understood. And then, so de bhikkhu nana kula babajita, here nana. So nana is separated from family. They are family. So if one want to be, religious person among Babajita going forward, at that time, firstly, they are separated from their family members and is enter the member of the Sangha and ordained. That is a Debiku here, Nana Gula. But Nana Gula is only with the, ablative case. Panchami with Nana Gula. Not to their, not Nana Gula, not found. Panchami Vibhati. Ablative case, Nana, because of Nana. Okay, so but here translation is those may having gone forth from various family, not various family actually. So actually the meaning of Nana is so gone forth. So actually literally this Nana Kula can be in those monks. So separated from families, so have gone forth. Have gone for Babajita. In this, it can be, understood here. Nana Gula, this one is Benjamin Vibhati or ablative case. Because of Nana. So Nana Gula means separated. Separated. So in this way, can be understood. So, and then now the Vina Sadama Natinyo Goji Nato Loki Wichiti Vina Sadama Vina Sadamina Wa. This one is example for the Vina. So Vina Sadama also without true Dhamma. Without true Dhamma. So Natinyo. So Nati in your Goji Nato Loki Wichiti. Okay, the meaning of that one. So there is no refuge without true Dhamma in the world. Without true Dhamma, there is no refuge in the world. There is no any other refuge in the world. So in this way can be understood. Yeah. So without true Dhamma, no other refuge is found in the world. So without true Dhamma, there is no any other refuge. Nothing no goji. Nati, there is no refuge is not found in the world. Without true Dhamma acquisite, without true Dhamma instrumented. So too, we na Buddha Sama, we na Buddha, we na Bodhina wa. Without the Buddha, in this way can be understood. Okay, so now the sense of this one. So in connection with the Nibbana. Okay, this one is about the Nibbana, number 5. So that this one, summarizingly, I make it list of those later when you review that. Under this, here summary of the Abadana in the friendly soda number, so 271, also ability case is used in connection with the root, meaning goes away. For example, so above preface root is also to go above preface root gan, knee preface root gan, knees preface root gan, nakamati or nakamati. Those are etc. So just in that, so the only two root, abedi and the negado, only two root, but the other similar one are also can be understood. So to baya, so those what meaning, fear such as baya, but in that, so the only baya, but the other, uttarasa or bida or something like that. So etc. And then that one, so those root meaning, so learn something from. So in that, so that just we see one example. So yes, ma other day. So actually you be say can ganadi say so just ganadi. So ganadi, but here maybe okay, root gaha and replace root gaha and then root su nadi also something learning, etc. It is summarizingly. And then now we are learning this soda number 272. So the first one is dhatu, root, and then here nama, nouns, and then upasaka. So brief face, and the karaka mecha in the middle of karaka, and the indeclinable, this one is nipada. Okay. So now 5. Actually, the other one are also. So, and then under the root, so 2 root are provided. One is, so pra brevis ruji, to be defeated from, ba brevis rubu, to originate from. And those noun forms are jado and jada, born from, and negata, so come out or departed. Come out of or departed. So rise out of, and also number 3 is brief face. So above brief face, avoiding from or above from, and are brief face up to, but brief face, but in that, so the upari, so avoiding from or apart from, and bati on behalf of, instead of, that is upasaka. And also karaka mecha. Karaka mean with the time expression or distant expression. So to mean after 1 week, 2 week, or being far or something, being how far or from how far, and so on. So now what some example. So for example here, Beka sama. So after 4 nights, after 1 Beka, so he eats or something like that. And Kosa sama also, being 1 Kosa or after 1 Kosa far, he should add or something like that. Okay. And now, so number 5 item today we are learning is, so Rahita without, Riti also without, Nana separated from, we now also without. Now we finished that one. Okay, now let's move to the last part of that sutta. So in that sutta, so for now, 5 we finish, and the last one is here, Jagahanina. That is number 6. Okay, Jagahanina. So Jagahanina inyathabi panchame vibhati hoti yato ham bagini ariyaya jadiya jato. And so on. Okay, firstly, and that one. So by taking cha or by the water, inyathabi panchame vibhati hoti. So panchame vibhati hoti, there is the application of fit case panchame vibhati or inyathabi. So in other senses also in this way can be understood. Okay, to include that one. So in the sutta, the vacha is added by the order of this Gajayana. So now examples are here Yadoham Bagini Ariyaya Jado, one example. And second example, Yado Sarami Adana. And Yado Bado Sami Winyudan. And Yadawadi Karana Minaja Kondria Asa Usan Wiharada Abeja Dominasa Babaga Akusala Dhamma Anwasawiyo. So here we notice that in the first example also Yado, in the second example also Yado. Here also in the last example also Yado, Yado, Yado. You see? So that is why, even though in the Gijayana, not explain detail in other sense, in other meaning, just that. So at that time, we need to take the help of the Padarubhasati explanation. So now, let's go to the Padarubhasati. So in the Padarubhasati, to understand that one, explain in this case. Here you see, Jagahanina, sorry. So here Jagahanina, Jasatagahanina, Babudi Ate, Dadatha Bayogi, Babudiyadi Ate, Dadatha Bayogi, Ja. So this part is important to understand. The meaning is in the sense of Babudi, beginning. Babudi means beginning and so on. And also Dadatha Bayogi, Ja. So in the usage of words with that meaning, even though that babudi, etc. are not included, but can be understood in that sense. So will be ablative. So, okay. Here, the meaning of yato. Actually, ya is what? And then do is actually that also a suffix which can mean fit. That is a from. So now together, so they become yato. So yato mean here from what? Or maybe from which? So because relative pronoun. Okay. But especially that one is referring to the from which time. So that is from when also can be understood. So such an expression in Pali can be found that so yato pabuti. So beginning from when something happens in this way, or beginning from so what time in this way can be understood. And also not only the Babudi, so Yato Babudi or Yato Bataya. So such a phrase also can be found at the same meaning. The same meaning. So beginning from that time, or maybe sometimes, this sense also from which time after that, Bataya onwards. Such a sense also can be understood. Beginning from what time? So from what time, which time, or starting from that time, continuously later time, or something in this way can be, understood. So that is why, here, the meaning of yato can be understood sometimes, since also. But at the time, so Bhattaya or Babudi cannot be understood. So Bhattaya, so commonly Babudi, Bhattaya, etc. Not so many, maybe the door, Babudi and Bhattaya, these two are common. So now the meaning of that one here. So Yado Han Begini Ariyaya Jadiya Jado. So Yado Han, Yado Ahan. Ahem. Now the time. So Jadiya Jado, Riyaya Jadiya Jado. I was born in the birth in the noble birth. So that means I became. So from that time, beginning when I became the noble one. So beginning is just vocative case. Beginning is just vocative case. Okay, so that is, in such case also the usage of the ablative case, but no Benjamin Wibedi directly. The meaning of the Benjamin Wibedi is such a door. So door surface. So maybe the synonym of the sama or something like that. Okay, now let's go in the translation. So Jagahanina Bandwaja. So since now in the here, since is that I was a bono noble but since all so beginning from when so I became the noble one. So sister, I became the noble one. Or since I became the noble one in this way, simply can be understood. That means we already know that the story of the Venerable Mount, the Angulimala. So as a layman, he killed many people and cut their fingers. So as a result of that, even though he was the arahant, when he goes for alms round, so they know him as a killer. Donors do not know him as a killer. That is why they don't dare to offer. So that is why, he so cannot accept. He cannot receive any food from the donor. So they don't offer. So other than the Buddha teach him that Angulimala Sutta. So actually, so that one also a kind of saying the truth. So starting from or beginning from the time when I became the Arahant, I never kill. I stopped killing or something like that. As a result of that, may you be happy. May your child also be happy, like that. So luckily on one day, so when man, so pregnant woman, so cannot produce her son birth. So so at that time, so he said that he chant that Metta Sutta as a saying the truth. So as a result of that, she can, born, so she can produce her son, and also has both man and her son also became, healthy. So okay, in that sutta. So here, part of that one. When I was born in the Barrow Noble. So because in front of the pregnant woman, so she also trying to produce her son. So that is a but jadiya jado, such a word I use it. But actually, so Panurem Angulimala, he said, when I became the noble one or arahant, so I never kill or some no. The other line not included, but can be understood. So that is why, starting from this time, later time, so he did not kill or something in this way can be understood. So following example are also the same meaning. That is why here, ya door, ya and the door is maybe, even though literally when we check, ya is pronoun, door is ablative, so ya door from time, but they go together with the, Bhattaya or Babhuti and so on. Starting from that time, beginning from that time, in this way can be understood. But so in translation such a word, since also that sense can be understood. Since. So ability case also can be used to denote such a the time beginning from when in this way can be understood instead of saying conjunction. Okay, so now in the next example, so yado sarami attana yado baddo sami venyutan. Also, the same example, the same meaning can be found there. So yado sarami attana. Since I remember myself. Okay, just since is also okay. And then in the next example also. So yado baddo sami, baddo asami, baddo asami. So attained. I have attained. So we knew that. So we knew that means, discernment, knowing that when I have attained the knowledge, since I have attained the knowledge. So we knew that means knowledge also, can be understood. And then now this word yadwadikarana menan. Yadwadikarana in. So these words should be divided. So yado one word, adikarana one word, and in is one word. In is the same as the it. So the meaning of the Yado Adikarana. Adikarana mean here reason. So reason. So actually now these three were Yado Babuti. So beginning from what time? Yado Bata beginning from what time? But now another phrase is, Yado Adikarana. So Adikarana is reason. That is why in this case, instead of saying, so begin, oh sorry, because this is the reason. In this way can be, and this is Yado Adikarana, because this is the reason. Because of this reason, simply because of this reason, because this is the reason, or because of this reason, in this way. Ina is connected with the Jakundarian Asan. Ina Beku, Jakundarian Asan Wood. So here the meaning of this line, Jakundarian, so I faculty. So Asan Wood, I mean no God, no restraint. So we had and then dwelling to a monk, to the one who unrestrained his eye faculty. And Yadwa Dikarana, because of that reason, because this is the reason, or because of unrestrained eye faculty. So Abeja, evil, dominance, Babaga, those evils and wholesome states, Anwa Sawiyo, Anwa Sawiyo, Anu Asawiyo. Anu Asawiyo. Asawadi mean flow and follow in, or arise, simply arise in him. So arise in him in this way can be, understood. So now here, the scholar in that translation, for which cause Yado Adikarana, for which cause why one dwell with the iron faculty and restraint, covetousness and dejection and evil and wholesome state might flow in him, or in this way can be. So, the meaning here point. So Yado Adikarana, the meaning of that one is from which cause. Because of this reason also. Because of this reason, that means unrestrained iron faculty. So those covetousness and so on, evil state arise in him. My flow in me arise in him. In this way can be understood. So now the last part of this sutta, number 6, we can add to our summary. So time expression mean, sense, or yeah, sense means starting from so actually Yado. So Babuti Bataya means beginning with a beginning from when. Okay. And also Yato Adikarana for which reason or for which cause in this week. So the usage of the ablative case here. Yeah, no. Okay. Now this sutta we completed. And then, so when we start learning this sutta, I trying to correct some word like a ubari in the example, ubari and bari in, so compare with the Bataruba Seti. So at that time also, the word, as a whole. So actually, this word to understand that, Saho is maybe conquer one. So Saho Saho is winner. And also sorry, that's Saho. Yeah. And the Saho is loser. Okay. And then they are active actually. Now actually it should be as so the word should be in this case. So as a whole, that one is passive. So unconquerable, unwinned, unwon. That one will be with the ablative case. So that here the Buddha is unconqueror in the example. So Buddha sama parajindi. So if we understand the as a whole, so at that time that one will be so as a whole mean not winner. So that means loser. The Buddha is not loser. In this, the Buddha is unconquerable. So that is instead of the as a whole in this case, this word should be this instead of the as a whole in the Padaruba Seti. So as a whole in this way explained. Okay, so now this sutta we finish. Now let's move to the next sutta. So next sutta is Rakanata na mechi dan. Rakanata na mechi dan. Rakanata nan dhadu nan payogi yan echi dan abadana sinyan hoti. So this sutta also Rakanata nan echi dan here. So two what? Rakanata nan echi dan. So the meaning of that one is here. The echi dan. So desired of. Rakanatana, Daduna, roots, meaning, Rakana. In this way can be understood. Desired of roots. Desired, maybe desired, yeah. Desired of. So that is, currently translation. But to understand the whole word here in the word will be explained. So Rakanatanan Dadunan Bayogi Yan Ichitan Dan Karaka Senyan Hodi. Yan Echi Dan Karaka Senyan Hodi. So whatever is desired, whatever is desired. So that, so whatever is desired. So in the Abayogi example of, so roots, so Rakana is called Abadana. So in this way can be understood. It's called the Abadana. So what does it mean? Actually, so in the example with the root rock. So here two examples, Kagere Kandi Tandula Yawa Badisidindi Gawo. Kagere Kandi Tandula Yawa Badisidindi Gawo. Two examples. So actually, in Pali, to recognize. So recognize means protection. So protection. But to express the protection, we have the so synonymous to that one. And the other one is, so that recognize has two types. One is Niwarana. Niwarana mean prohibition. And then second one is Dayana. Dayana means garden, God. So in this way, two. So even though, in this way, two things, so two types of protection, but in this sutta, in the sense of recognize, the desired one is desired, that is will be with the obligate case. For example, here, Kaki Rekandi Dandula. Okay, so before translating, so Kaka mean crow, and the Dandula. So Dandula mean rice. So which one is useful for us? Which one is desired by us? Actually, so Gaga is not desired. So this rice is echita. This crow is anechita, undesired. In this way can be understood. So according to this rule, desired one will be called the abadana. That means that desired item will be with the obligate case. So that is why here, dandula is desired one. That is why with the obligate case, you see? If so, now the meaning of that one. So at the time, here rekanti is protects. That one is, that person plural, subject should be they. So they protect rice. So from crows. in this way can be understood. So this dandula is with the oblique, you see. Dandula, that is a rise echita, so with the fit case ending. So dandula and dandula. Kage is object of the rakandi. Kage rakandi dandula. So actually, when we translate in this way, they protect rice from crow. So in this case, not how to say, not possible to understand, impossible to understand in this way. That is why, instead of saying, protect, maybe, God, Diana is better. So God rise against the crows, against the crows. So that means they got those rice not to be eaten by crows, not to be destroyed by crows. In this way can be, understood. So in this case, this raka is a kind of the guardian, not is a prohibition. So protection in this way. So protect crows from rice. Maybe it's a little bit strange to understand. So that is a guard rice against the crows is easy to understand. If so, now in the next example, Yawa Badisidin di Gawo. So this is the past example. Yawa Badisidin Kagira Kandi Dandula. So Yawa Badisidin di Gawo. Now in this case, so Badisidin di. So this one also sorry. Now the sense of prohibit can be an prohibit. So prohibit crows from rice. Yeah, in this way can be understood. So prohibit crows from rice. So eating rice. Maybe from destroying rice or something. Even though directly not included, from eating rice. So in this way can be understood. So to here also in this example, now Yawa also actually rice grain. The one also echita. And then so gawo. So gawo or go. So go means ox or cows. The one in this case, anechita undesired. So now the example of that one here. So yawa badisidin di gao. Yawa is with the ablated case, fit case end. Okay, so now here also subject is badisidin di. They so prohibit. So prohibit maybe oxen or cows. So from rice grain. The one is from eating rice grain. In this way can be, understood. So if we translate protect or guard at the time, maybe wa order, so English translation and Pali will be different. So that is, in translation, So they translate instead of, active, passive sense. So kage rekandi dandula, rice is protected from crows. So rice is protected from crows. And so barley is kept away from cattle. In this way, they translate. But when translation is make mistake, so in this application, so in they translate, what is it? With the AI, so AI translation in the usage. So the grains or rice protect from crows. So actually dandula is ablative case, but so kage is accusative case, but both of them are, change here. The grains or rice protect from crows. And the yawa badisi kawa, the barley keeps the cows away. So not that meaning, actually. So that is why, in this case, so the term echita or anechita is important to understand to catch the right point of this in this example. So now this, so dandula is a fit case ending. And also here, yawa also a fit case. Okay, so in this way should be understood. So now when that rekana is used in the sense of here two kinds of rekana. One is niwarana. In the sense of niwarana, prohibition. So at that time, ichita one will be with the Benjamin Wibeti, like a dandula and also yawa and so on. But in Badaruba Seti, so those example in the sense of the anechita at the time, those verb can be understood, even though niwarana, but so in the sense of dhyana sense, a garden sense. So like one example. So ba ba jaitan niwa raye in the from the Dhammapara. So in this case, actually baba is evil state. That is anicca. And jeta, our mind or consciousness is maybe echita. So now this niwaraya, this sentence here, baba is with the ablative jeta. So when should maybe protect or guard one's mind from evil state. At that time, this baba is with the ablative, even though it is anicca. So baba. So that is because this niwaraye can be understood in the sense of, garden sense, dhyana sense. So based on that, such a different point, different point. So structure will be change. Okay. So that is here h theta and h theta based on the, okay, in this example, now, so based on that, now, so we can note that if the verb describes the sense of the sense prohibition, so desired item, so h theta is with the fit case ending. But however, if the verb describes the sense of protection, or the other one, guarding, guard, so and desire item and h theta will be with the fit case ending. So that point we need to consider. Okay, and also now next soda number 274. So Yinawa doesn't actually this soda should be divided. So because of here, the Yinawa adasana echid, adasana echid, adasana echid. So echida is not point, adasana. So Hinawa adasana. So now, so Yina wa adasan. 3 words. So Yina wa adasana echid. Then Karakan Barana Sanya Hoti. So then Karakan. So that. So mhm. So Yena is actually even though instrumental case, but So from whom? So from whom disappearance is desired. Yeah, from whom. So yena, even though instrumental, but ability sense, Panchami Vibhati sense can be from whom. Adasana echite. So disappearing, not seeing, is desired. So that factor or that item is called the, ability case, or maybe we translate as the, is called the abadana. In that abadana will be ability case. So, okay, now in the example. So, Ubijaya and Radhadi say so. Ubijaya and Radhadi say so. So, in the first example, you see, so Ubijaya and they say so. Ubijaya, so firstly here, Andra Dayati. So Andra prefix, root is da. Ya and the di. So Andra Dayati. So he disappears. Sorry. Hides. He hides. Andra Dayati here hides. So because, so he could not be seen by the other one. That is, he hide himself. He hide himself. From one, so Ubijaya. So that means from the teacher, he went disappearance. He want to be disappearance from the side of teacher. That is why he hide himself. So in this way can be, understood. So that is why here Ubijaya is with the ability case. Benjamin Wibedi. Because from the Ubijaya, so he want disappearance. Disappearance is desire. That means he want not, so he doesn't want to be seen by, his teacher that he hide himself from. So from, so his preceptor. So in this way can be understood. That is an Ubijaya is with the ablative case. So Madaraja, Bidaraja, and Radhadi Bhakto. So actually, this sentence also. So from his preceptor, he hide himself. In this way also can be understood. So here, Madaraja, Bidaraja, and Radhadi Bhakto. In this sentence also. Madaraja, Bidaraja, and Radhadi Bhakto. So from parents, from his parents. So assign hide himself. So that is here Madara and Bidara are with the Benjamin Weaver the fifth case. Benjamin Weaver. Okay, so now this sutta also we finish. So all of these are intended, I will add to our note. So summary. Now sutta number so 273. desire item. So with the root or with bath, so meaning prohibition. Is so it's spread with the fit case ending. Okay. But yeah, in this sutta, two parts. And next part is opposite to that one. Undesired intent with the root meaning no gods. It is with the fit case ending. So in that sutta can be understood in this way. And then now, so sutta number 274. So from when the spirit is desire, maybe a person from whom so the spirit is desired is spread with the fit case ending. In this, just that in this sutta. Okay. So even though we have the 10 minutes remaining, but next sutta is a little bit long. Okay. So maybe some part just explain it. In the sutta number, 275. So Durandi Kata Kala actually this separation is not like that. So Durandi Kata Kala and Neimana and the Dwalopa. So these are yoga and so on. Sutta Pamojana Hetu. So Viveda Pamana and the Bobba Yoga Bandhana Guna Vajana and the Banya. So Gatana. And the Toga Katu Duja. So in this way should be understood. So at the time here, so according to this Vodi, you see, Durati, so the Toga Katu Duja. So actually Dura should be divided. And the next one is Andikati. That is here Andika. And that one is Ada Neimani, Kala Neimani. So here Ada Kala Neimana. This is one part. And Dwaloba, this is one part because here. So Dwalobi. And Disa Yogi, this is one part. And Vibhatta Rabba Yogi and Vibhatti. And the Arab Yogi, Arab Yoga. And the Soda, so Arabayogi, and the Soti. Sota is one part. And the Bamojani. You see, Bamojani is one part according to the Voti. And he do. So he do te, that is he do. And then we wait that te. So we wait that. And also Bamani. And the Boba Yoga. And also Bandanati here, Bandana. After that here, Guna Vajani here, Guna Vajana. And also Banya here, Banya. And also here, so Gatani. So Gatani. And the Togi. So Toga. After that, Akadari. So, and the last part. Akadari ja, HAD so tesu, Bayogi suja, Dangaragan, Abadana Sanya, Hodi. So that means, Bayogi, so in those example, connection with this such a Dura, Andika, Ada Nimana, Kala Nimana, and so on. So, okay, before learning the following part, now this part. So Voti should be understood clearly. Okay, and also I will copy from the translation. So Durate in the sense of distance. So Dura means distance, Andika means in the sense of proximity, nearness. So Ada Neimane in measuring distance, Ada means measure, and Kala Neimane in measuring time. In measuring time. Okay. Now, so in the sense of proximity, andikati, and also ada neimani. So in measuring distance, or in measurement system, or in the expression of the distance. And also kala neimani in the measuring time system. So how long? So that one takes time, or 1 hour, or 1.5 hour, or something like that, or from 1 to 2, and so later we will learn the T. Okay. And also Dwalo be in the sense of, so Dwa Safi in the elation of Dwa, that is just connected with the construction like the Karaka Mitja. It also that one. And also these are yogi commonly in the direction when we use the Burati Maya desire or something like that, or Buratima door from the eastern direction, or when we express, so eastern from this place, eastern from our building, and or southern from our building, or something like that. And also the other one is we disayoge direction. We birthday. We birthday. Maybe one word the Arabayoge Soti Pamoj. We birthday. In connection with in separation. We birthday is not separation. So Ara is actually separation. Arakadi, Moga Burisa or something like that. So the in the sense of purity. Abstaining is Arabayogi or okay. Arabayogi. So now just following that. So next year later we will correct. We will make correction. Now because of time limit. So in the separation, based on example also can be later understood. So and the Arabayogi in connection with abstaining. Oh, okay, right? Arabayogi. And also, next one, Sodi, impurity, Pamotani in liberation, Hidati in the sense of reason, there's a Widati in the sense of seclusion, or Bamani, and so Bamani in the sense of measurement system, and Boba Yogi in connection with the Wa Boba. So Bandanati, tying, Aguna Wajani in saying, and so on. So the usage of the operative case can be found there. Okay, so the rest are for next time. So, okay, is there any question?
I saw one question in the chat box there.
Mm-hmm. Chabo, I already answered, asked by the Miss Luan Chen.
Yes, thank you very
Yes.
much, Taylor.
Okay.
So, hello, friend. Do you have any question to ask at all? So, said I have a question, said
Mm-hmm.
Vanami said also, may I understand the Sutta 273 said in a basic way, like this, with verbs whose meaning is protection, guarding, or prohibition, all the words connected with them is should be declined in the ablative case. So is that correct, Sarah? Or it is just a matter of the sense of the verb in the sense of protection, guarding, or prohibition. So the words connected with them we put into the ablative case.
Mm-hmm.
Because I still confused about the term desire and undesire, and so I think understand in a simple way like that. So is that correct, Sarah?
Yeah, so generally correct. But so at the time, here desire and desire, which one is, our choice? So for
Yes.
example, in the examples, Kagi, Rekhandi, Dandula, so they prohibit crows from eating rice. So because we want rice, so rice is for
Yes.
us. But if those crows eating that rice, we allow, so we don't have rice. So that is why here rice is, ichita, desired by us. That is what the ablative case, like that.
Yes. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Yes.
Okay.
So anybody do you have any question?
I have a question.
Okay.
Senator, could you please clarify desire and undesired again? Because
Uh,
I have the same confusion with they. Because I think according to the knowledge that we studied from BAB, so just the matter of the verb. So in connection with some sexual verbs, so some nouns are put in some certain case. So in this case, I also understood in the same way. So just because of the verb, so we put these nouns in the ablative case, only that. So if our understanding is just like that, so it's okay. Because I
okay.
think it's okay, right?
So here two items.
Yeah.
So for example, gaga and the dandula. So which one is useful for us? So that one will be with the ablative case, or maybe will be with the genitive, so ablative case or something. In this way can be understood. But here scholar, point some word, for example, so niwaredi, the verb niwaredi also a kind of the protection. So when we protect, so when we guard or protect something, at the time two idea, just giving protection or just blocking the other not to do in this way 2 point. So based on that, ichida or anichida, desire or undesire can be focused actually. But so generally, one of them in connection with these path, one of them will be with the surely ablative case. Benjamin, yeah, basically can be understood like that.
So if we understand just because of the verb, so it's not enough. Is it what you want to?
Yeah, at the time,
So because
okay. So the meaning of verb in this case, what does it mean?
sorry, because maybe connection.
My connection on, yeah?
No, zero connection. Okay, zero. Yeah.
Okay.
Sarah, yes, Sarah. So allowed me to say again. So just because verb, that's it how we understood before in our BAB Pali program. And until now, so after this class, I also think that because of the verbs, so we can use these terms or these nouns in the ablative case. So Sarah said that 2 points. So please clarify the remaining point apart from the verbs. Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah. So when we use such a verb, rekadi or niwaredi or badisedi, so at the time, the meaning of that verb is belonging to the sense of prohibition or the sense of guarding. So based on that, so choice of ablative case will be different. So generally, we can say that as you understand. So in connection with this verb, the what will be with the ablative case, right? Generally, right? But now a little bit detailed. So at the time, that verb express which meaning, prohibit or guard. If prohibit,
So
okay.
yeah, so they differ. They differ in the sense of meaning. So even though they are ablative case, but the meaning is different. So this is their distinction, right?
Sorry.
That means they differ in the sense of meaning, right?
Yeah. So for example, in this example, let's try to understand. So kage rekandi dandula. So they got the crows from the right from rice. Also possible to understand, or maybe in English, got somebody from doing something in this way, so can be understood. So at that time, guarding or prohibiting those cow not to eat rice, something like that, not destroyed in this way. So the action is to the cows or gaga, crows gaga. So that is why that one cannot be with the ablative case. But if we use one protect, or maybe instead of protect, guard is better. So one should guard his mind from evil state. The action of guarding is effect on the mind, not effect on the evil state. So in this way, slightly different actually. So that is why in the example, so Bob is present the sense of prohibit or the sense of guard. Based on that, that ablative case what will be changed.
Thank you so much for your answer. I got it now. Thank you.
Okay. So no more question.
Yeah, I think no more questions at all.
Okay. Yeah, if no more questions, so let's stop here by saying sadhu. So sadhu,
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 sadhu.
sadhu. Yes, thank you so much, Theodore.
Welcome.
Thank you very much, dear Sayadaw.
Welcome.
Thank you so much, Dada.
Welcome. See you next time.